On this week's edition of the Appalachian Update, App State falls short on the Black Student Equity Report.
An alumni helps the high country celebrate the fall equinox.
And volleyball returns home to App State.
All this and more here on the Appalachian Update.
Thanks for joining us today on the Appalachian Update, your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, provided by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. I'm Natalie Broome.
And I'm Annie Jones.
App State was ranked last in North Carolina by the Black Student Equity Report conducted by the USC Race and Equity Center. In the 50-state report, App State received an F in representation equity, a D in gender equity, a D in completion equity, and a C in black student to black faculty. Chief Diversity Officer Will Fleming says the reports will be good for App State's self-reflection and believes that in future years our numbers and grades will only get better.
This Saturday, the National Panhellenic Plots and Garden will be officially revealed during Homecoming Week. Each organization will have its own garden plot to celebrate their founding members. After being in the works for 11 years, NPHC students and alumni are very excited to see how it has turned out.
Cam Hunter, a sophomore molecular biology major and App State track and field team member, supplied more than 14,000 bottles of water to Hurricane Florence survivors. With his home being more than a 4-hour drive away from the coast, Hunter explained that he still has empathy for those devastated by the storm and needed to do something to help. Hunter also serves as Athletic Senator in Student Government Association, participant of the Residential Association Council, and he's a member of APPS and Habitat for Humanity, proving he's more than just an athlete.
And now for your arts and entertainment stories. On September 21st, Hemp Formation made their debut in Boone at Folklore. Founded by a mother of two, Brooke Meek said that the lack of energy and motivation and the anxiety and stress of having kids made her turn to CBD oil. Meek said that within 32 hours, her postpartum depression turned into sunshine and her life was forever changed. Hemp Formation continues to spread awareness and information on CBD oil to the high country on their website and other events.
The Equinox Harvest Celebration happened this past week to welcome in the new fall season. App State alumni and garden manager of Roots Garden, Sydney Bloom, organized the celebration with a focus on the harvest. Bloom said it was important to her that the community showed gratitude to the bounty that was created over the warmer months as we start to head towards the snow. At the celebration, people were allowed to collect fresh herbs from the garden, eat seasonal fall food, and gather on a picnic blanket and enjoy the last bit of sun.
The Skateboarding Club, otherwise known as the Human Powered Transportation Club, rode around on their boards this past week in an effort to help clean up the campus. While helping to diminish the stigma surrounding skateboarding in Boone, Thomas Richard, a member of the club, said that they have really found their place in the community. While helping out Boone and App State stay clean, the club strives to one day have a more positive outlook on their favorite form of transportation in the high country.
All right, now let's check in on sports with Susanna Cornegie.
The volleyball team will return to Boone for a homestand for the first time since September 1st, taking on the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks on Friday at 6:30 p.m. and the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. The team has posted a record of 6-2 in their last 8 games, including victories over Georgia Southern and Georgia State to start Sun Belt play. The men's basketball team held their first official practice of the 2018-2019 season on Wednesday as they prepare to play their first game in November. The team returns 13 players from last season, including last season's leading scorer, senior guard Ronshad Shabazz. Their first exhibition game is scheduled for November 1st against Ferrum College. The football team played their last non-conference game of the year this past Saturday, defeating the Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs 72-7. Redshirt freshman running back DeAndre Hicks rushed for 150 yards on 11 carries, while redshirt sophomore quarterback Zach Thomas had both a passing and rushing touchdown. The team will start Sun Belt play this week at home against South Alabama.
All right, thank you so much, Susanna. Now let's take a look at the week ahead. On Tuesday, October 2nd, SGA will hold their weekly Senate meeting at Linville Falls and the Plymouth Student Union from 6:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. Topics will range from the upcoming midterm elections to the policy bills affecting App State's campus and its student body.
The next day, on Wednesday, October 3rd, the internship and job fair will kick off after being rescheduled due to Hurricane Florence at the Holmes Convocation Center from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Students will have networking access to over 135 companies, nonprofits, healthcare, and government agencies.
Later in the day, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., the Hispanic Student Association will celebrate their annual Hispanic Heritage Association in the Blue Ridge Ballroom of the Plymouth Student Union. The festival will feature guests such as keynote speaker Saul Flores, known for his spoken word piece, Walk of Immigrants.
Friday, October 5th, the Yard Games tournament will commence on the 3rd floor of the SRC from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., where the Physical Education Coaching Club will feature 2 hours of can jam and spike ball competitions.
That's all we have for you this week. For more news and to read full stories, visit us online at theappalachianonline.com or pick up our newspaper every Thursday.
Thanks again for joining us on the Appalachian Update. Until next time, I'm Annie Jones.
I'm Natalie Broom.
And I'm Susanna Cornegie, and we'll see you next week.